Hey, this is Leslie, and I have a quick word. I hear the Lord saying, swim, swim, swim. Swim, swim, swim. Some of you are going to be pulled into very deep waters this year, and the reason why He's doing this, even some will say, I don't even know how to swim, but that doesn't matter. He says, I'm pulling you into deep waters, and I'm doing this because you can't stay where you are. And some of you have been in water that has only been yay high, right? And you're able to still put your feet on to the bottom of the pool, so to speak, or the bottom, the sand if you're in the ocean or what have you, and you can still feel the bottom, and you can still bounce, and you've been using that as a safety, like as a crutch, if you will, because you can still feel the bottom. And so you think that you're doing something because you're in the waters, you're in that God, it's even like territory, you're in the waters, you're in that territory, you're in that ministry, you're in that thing that God has called you to, but you still have a safety net, you still have a measure of security, if you will, because you're not too far out. But He says, I'm pulling you out into deeper waters, deeper waters, deeper waters, because I want to remove all safety. And I know that you don't feel comfortable swimming in deep water. I know that you have become very accustomed to swimming in waters where you can just stand up if you need to, right? So that you're never in a place of danger, in a place of the unknown, so to speak. But God says that I'm pulling you into deeper waters because I don't want you to be able to still use the ground or the bottom of the pool or the sand to be able to bounce off of, to use as a safety net. He says, I'm taking you out so far that you won't even be able to tread water, because even that is a measure of safety, if you will, because when you're able to tread water, it's like you're still staying in the same place. But He says you'll be I'm putting you in such a place, excuse me, and in such a way where if you tread water, you'll actually be losing momentum. If you stay there treading water, you'll actually risk ending your very own life, or removing that lifeline, removing the it's safer to keep swimming. Okay, basically is what I'm getting at. You're going to be in such deep waters that you will not be able to just stop moving. Your very life will depend on your movement. And that's why He says swim, 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 swim. Because if you stop swimming and you think that, oh, I can just stay here and tread water, you're going to come to find that you're going to lose all momentum. You're going to lose all strength. You're going to be so tired of treading water that you won't have the ability to swim. And it's going to get to the point where you are going to be so exhausted from just sitting stagnant in a place of comfortability, treading water, that by the time you realize, okay, my God, I gotta swim or I'm gonna die, y'all know how to do, it's gonna be too late. And God says you can't afford, and He can't afford for you to stay in a place of oops, it's too late. He says, I need you to swim, because once you swim, you're gonna find out that there is it's as if I can't speak today. It's as if you're in the middle of the ocean and you have to swim to the next little island, right? And He's saying that He's going to even put little islands, little places, little resting places. It's almost like when somebody works, and then they finally get a vacation, right? And that vacation, they finally allow themselves to go on vacation, and it gives them such rest, right? And it helps them to be able to carry on, the next quarter, the next year, whatever it is. God says it's going to be like that. I'm going to have you swim to the point where you get to a small island, right? A small place of respite. But there won't be enough provision, so to speak, to sustain you. I hope this is making sense. To sustain you at that place, right, for very long, because He's only giving you rest for so long, because He needs you to move on to the next task. He needs you to move on to the next assignment, okay, the next milestone in the ministry, if you will. And so He's going to give you these little islands where you'll be able to swim. And it even makes me think of Hawaii. I don't know why, but I can see like Hawaii on a map, and Hawaii is really just a chain of islands. And God, and God says it's going to be like that. It's like a chain. Your ministry is like a chain, and I'm having you move from one little island. Keep swimming, y'all. Keep swimming. I'm having you move from one island to the next, but you can't stay there. It's only so much room. It's only so much provision. It's only so much space. It's only so much grace that I'm leaving you and that I'm giving you on that little island, right? Because you have to move to the next one. You have to move to the next chain, if you will, to the next island by swimming. And God says, keep swimming, because when you get to the end, and listen, I haven't been to Hawaii. I don't know how Hawaii is really mapped out. I just see it in my mind like that. I know that there's small islands, but He says that you'll keep on swimming from the small to the next, to the next, to the next. And eventually I'll give you a place where you will, it's like a land of milk and honey. It's going to be a place where you can not just rest but reside. But God says you have to keep swimming. There's something that he needs you to do. You know what your assignment is. I don't know what your assignment is for God, right? Or to God, what it is that he's having you do. But he's saying in this season you have to continue to swim to get to the next and the next and the next, until he finally gives you that place of respite. Rest and respite where you can reside. I hope this is making sense. I hope this is making sense for somebody. But keep swimming, okay? You cannot stay in a place of stagnation. You will die in stagnation. You will die in comfortability. If that's the right way to say the word. Comfort zones are a place that literally can kill us, because we stay there and we don't know how to get out. You get so comfortable that you don't know how to get out of that place. And God says, I need you to keep moving. I need you to keep swimming in this season. That's the word.